Well, welcome back. We are back at the cabin in the bathroom, continuing on in the renovation here. We've gutted everything, we've cleared out everything, and now it's time to start putting some things back together. So let me show you what we've got, and we'll get right into it. So in the back half, this is where the bathtub used to be. We are now going to put a shower pan in here, just have an alcove shower. So I need to build a wall on this side of it, and I'm going to knock that wall out because the back of a laundry unit and a closet on the other side of that is going to come out into here. Patch the hole in the floor. We need to take some plumbing out. I need to move some plumbing over into the wall cavity. I'm not sure why it's run like that. We need to add a switch. We need to put a bath fan in and a light in the ceiling. I'm going to also build another small wall that will connect in between the wall I'm putting here, and that is going to be where I'll have a laundry hookup. So we need plumbing for that. Toilet obviously can't go right in front of the shower like that, so we're going to move it to this side over here. So I have to put a toilet flange in, do some plumbing for that. I need a cold water supply, as well as of course the drain for the toilet. So that'll have to get cut in over in this area somewhere. I'm going to get these walls and the other stuff built first, and then we'll come over and get this done. Okay, so see that 2x4 that's standing up against the wall? And then I'm going to move it down there and screw this in, and then I'm going to have you hold the top board, and it's going to go between the two. All right, most of our rough in is completed. So I've got the toilet roughed in over here. That's where the valve will be for that. This whole wall is going to go right over that hole. So I'm doing all that I can through the hole first, so I don't have to be in the crawl space. And then I'm going to put the wall in. And that's the old shower drain. I'll tie the laundry drain into that, and then I'll tie the hot and the cold into the previous existing hot and cold lines that used to go to the shower there. Bath fan is roughed in. I do have to do some electrical. I'm trying to figure out some circuits here before I run that. Got our box on the wall. It'll have a separate switch for the fan and a separate switch for the light. I might be able to jump off the power from here, but that box looks pretty full, so I'm gonna look around down in the crawl space, see if I can find another circuit. Box is in for the vanity. That's where the vanity light will go. And then all the plumbing for the vanity, the water and everything drain, that's gonna stay the same. You reuse all that. Sorry about the light. My headlamp might flicker in the video. I've cut into the cold water. I'm using Shark Bite here. I'm using everything Shark Bite. I just don't have the time to solder all this and just run copper with everything. So I'm using these Shark Bite fittings. These things are super expensive. I mean, this is like 20 bucks for this one tee, but it is a lot easier. It's going to save me a ton of time. So I'm just tapping into 3/4 there, and then this will be 1/2 inch up to the laundry, and then that one over there that used to go to the shower, that just taps in and goes over to my my toilet valve. And then I have another, that's the hot water. I don't like using this stuff, but man, is it easy. That's in there.
I feel like it's gonna drop in my phone.
Probably not. Okay, water's back on, no leaks. So even though these were compression fittings, I always like to clean up the copper. There's a lot of oxidation and stuff like that on there, and so I just want to make sure those compression rings don't get anything underneath them. There's nothing worse than getting everything all done and having something leak. Somehow this piece of drywall ended up crooked, but I had a lot of holes to line up. That's okay, it's right on a seam. Tape and mud. fan, light, power. So this is some leveling or floor patch. And I just put that on all of the floor here just to smooth out. There was those spots I couldn't get that backing from that linoleum. It was all glued in there. So instead of trying to sand it down, I just put this leveler in here, and it's pretty powdery. So I think I can smooth it out. Some of my troweling didn't turn out real good. So we'll just kind of smooth that out, and this will give us a nice even level surface to put our vinyl plank flooring on. So because we're up here this week using the cabin, I need to make sure we have a toilet that's usable. So this one is hooked up and everything's hooked up except for the drain. So once we get that drain hooked up, then I'll disconnect this one once we have this one working. So that's what I have to do next. But with these toilets, I really like the Kohler toilets, the Highline Arc and this version. This is a shorter toilet. So this is an elongated bowl and this is a regular bowl. This is the first time I've used this size, but in this space, since it's so small, I really wanted to use the smallest toilet possible. The toilet flange you saw me install there, that can go in several different ways. I prefer, if I'm doing a new renovation like this, I can put it on top of the flooring. It just is the nicest look. I'm gonna run a bead of clear silicone around here and make it look real nice when it's done. You can install that flange right to the subfloor first and then floor right up to it. All of the wax rings and all of the artificial wax rings that you can get to the seals of the toilets, they have different spacers and all that, so you can really put that flange in any way. Well, this is a different schedule PVC than this. This is schedule 40. I think this is schedule 30, and I didn't realize that, so my fittings won't fit. So I had to run to a hardware store to get an adapter. So this adapter gets screwed on there, and then my 3-inch fitting will fit on there. And so we'll convert this over to regular schedule 40 PVC, which is what I've always used. now we have a working toilet. Well, there is a lot more left to do, but many of the most difficult tasks have been completed. Next, we have shower and more plumbing and some minor electrical and a bath fan and a lot of drywall and a vanity and a light and some finishing work. There's still a lot to do. Next time, we will finish up most of the rest of everything, and then we will do a final tour with all of the details done. I think this is going to be pretty nice when it's done, and it's going to be a huge improvement from the bathroom that was in here. Thanks for tagging along. Thumbs up on today's video, and we'll see you next time.